After their crushing loss in the NFC Championship game, the New York Giants are back for this offseason. This is the team as we start. You got Daniel Jones now with superstar development alongside Evan Ingram. Two big additions to the team. And also, we didn't win MVP with Jones. It was Patrick Mahomes. I guess the Chiefs won the AFC. They're the best team probably in the NFL. Barkley got fourth. Just tough luck right there for the Giants. We're going to go through the stats real quick. Daniel Jones, 5,272 yards. You saw it in every beginning of each postseason game. Brock Purdy with 257. You got Barkley with 1,464 rushing yards. You got Jones with about 850. Kerryon Johnson with some carries in there as well. And Kadarius Toney with negative 10 rushing yards. That's pretty cool. On the receiving side of things, Barkley led our team in receiving yards with 1,200. You got Slayton, Ross, and Ingram all around that 1,000-yard mark as well. Solid season for those guys. You look at our O-line and just look at this stat. 24 sacks given up by Darian Kennard. I mean, I get he's a rookie, but damn. That guy was picked in the first round. 24 sacks. Is that a record? I feel like it has to be. I mean, we gotta keep him. He's, 22 years old? But damn, that sucks. You look at the defense, another good year for Blake Martinez. By the way, we did have some Pro Bowlers. It was Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley, like you did see in the thumbnail. And also, we did have Jabril Peppers as well, so that's pretty cool. You wanted a better season out of Kayvon Thibodeau, though. We traded a lot for him in the offseason. He got us, 4.5 sacks? You want more out of the second-year player. And then, of course, Josh Allen had another solid year playing. And Justin Tucker, man, I don't know. We'll see. We're going to try to bring him back, but kind of a disappointing year for Tucker. Sam Martin's our punter. He is getting very old, so we'll probably look to move him. CJ Verdell was returning kicks this year, and Adoree Jackson was returning punts, but I mean, we weren't returning that many punts because we couldn't really get stops. Russell Wilson led the NFL in passing yards, then Jones, Mahomes, Rodgers, and Zach Wilson. The rushing side of things, you got Henry, McCaffrey, Chubb, and then Barkley. Don't forget, though, Saquon did not play that one game in Buffalo. And then, Saquon Barkley, second in the NFL in receiving yards. He had the most receptions out of every single player, and he probably would have led the league in receiving yards if he didn't miss that one game against the Bills. Here's the defense before we officially go into the offseason. And first, we will check out the Kansas City Chiefs, winning their second Super Bowl in the last 3 years. I mean, it's a damn dynasty here in Kansas City. They beat the Panthers again, 41-38. Mahomes will take home that Super Bowl MVP. And just another reminder, Daniel Jones going into his 6th season, 88 overall, superstar dev. What a damn career it's been so far. And Evan Ingram, now one of the better tight ends in the NFL, 90 overall. This man is a monster as well going into his 8th season. He will be 30 years old next year. Let's try to re-sign some guys. Justin Tucker, $5 million to come back. Okay. See you later. I mean, sure, there's so many good kickers out there. I'm really not too concerned about giving up Tucker. We traded, Graham Gano for him? I don't care. Adoree Jackson, though, I do want to bring back on a 1-year deal. He's just not interested. Okay, that's concerning because I wasn't planning on bringing back James Bradbury. I mean, we'll see. $12 million for 1 year. Do we really want to do this? Okay, he doesn't want to do it. I mean, I tried. I was probably going to move him anyway if I did get that extension with him. He's going to move on. We want J.C. Treader back, though, our center. He's 33 years old, but he's still an 82 overall, and he wants to test free agency as well. So 4 straight guys, actually, wanting to test out this free agent waters instead of coming back to New York. Sheldon Richardson was a surprise for us. He played really well this year at D tackle. Let's try to bring him back for $5.3 million. He wants to test out free agency as well. So we're 0 for 5 so far, trying to sign our players from last season. Chris Harris, kind of getting old. Xavier McKinney's a huge one. He's only 26. He's a stud at free safety. I'm going to give him a big deal. 100% we got to bring Xavier McKinney back to the team. That might have been the most important move of the entire offseason. So welcome back, Xavier McKinney. Andrew Thomas, another big name we got to bring back. Hey, he didn't give up 24 sacks last season, so let's try to bring back Thomas. He's only 25 years old, $19 million. He will happily re-sign with the squad. Big deal right there for your New York Football Giants. Isaac Yadam's been here for a while. Going to try to bring him back. 1 year deal, $3.35 million. Okay, see you later, Isaac Yadam. He doesn't want to re-sign as well. Who is next here on this list? We got John Ross. I don't know. I mean, Raheem Sykes played really well this year. I'll look at bringing back Ross, but he wants $7 million for 2 years. Do we really want to do this? $6.9 million. We upped the contract too, and he still won't re-sign. Okay, man, I'll see you later. I mean, sure. Elijah Penny, I guess we'll bring back. He's been our fullback for forever. What is going on here? Elijah Penny doesn't even want to re-sign. I'm going to let Sam Martin, our punter, walk. Tate Crowder, hey, he wants to come back. That's cool. He's been here for a while. Welcome back, Tate Crowder, one of the few guys we did re-sign. Quick look at the retirements. Fitzpatrick retires. Dante Hightower retires. Brady and Kirk Cousins retires. So the Vikings lose both their quarterbacks. Okay. Cameron Hayward's gone. Aaron Rodgers retires. That's big right there. The Packers without a quarterback now. Randall Cobb will retire. Cam Newton will retire. You got Zach Ertz. You got Blake Bortles, Jack Doyle, T.Y. Hilton, Malcolm Butler, Damian Williams, Tyrod Taylor, Patrick Peterson, Case Keenum, Latavius Murray, Earl Thomas retires, and Bruce Arians as well. Okay. Big move in free agency. We're bringing in Matt Ryan. Yes, sir, the former MVP. Welcome to New York. The big move. But, I mean, obviously, I don't know. We need a guy. Fitzpatrick's gone. We'll bring in Matt Ryan. I want to bring in Patrick Ricard. Hey, I mean, Elijah Penny didn't want to come back. I'll bring in Ricard, maybe the best fullback in the game right now. And also, I want Cooper Kupp. I think Kupp's a very solid receiver. It's a shame he's a star development, but Slayton, Tony, Kupp, and Sykes, I mean, that's a really good receiving core. We'll see if we can bring him in. At center, JC Treader, let's just try to bring him back. I mean, he's got no offers. We can kind of lowball him here. He's going to get an even worse contract than what we were trying to re-sign him for. So if he wants to take it, be my guest. At end, yeah, we don't really need JJ Watt. D-tackle Fletcher Cox, that's a big one. Again, he's older, but we're trying to bring in a Super Bowl contender with a bunch of veterans on this team. If we can bring in a guy like Fletcher Cox, absolutely huge. He's still an 87 overall, the former Philadelphia Eagle. We will try to bring him in to the squad. Next up, we will look at the middle linebackers with Dante Hightower retiring. We're going to try to bring in Levante David. He's been a long time Tampa Bay Buccaneer, but he's got the Super Bowl experience in the bag. He's 34 years old. Him and Blake Martinez could be nice. And also, I want to try to bring back Adoree Jackson. The problem is with this. We gave him a huge deal. The Ravens are throwing everything at Adoree Jackson. They're trying to get Marlon Humphrey and Jackson on the same team. I just don't know if we can do it. Our only real corner is JC Horn right now. Other than that, we have no one. So, we're going to look at a trade. We've got LaMarcus Matthews. We picked him last year in the draft. He's a middle linebacker, 75 overall. The Dolphins have a lot of interest in him. And Harris, one of our receivers, for Xavier Howard, we will throw in an extra 7th round pick to the Miami Dolphins. And welcome to the team, Xavier Howard. One of the better ball hawks really in the NFL. I know he's getting up there in age, but that's the team we are really trying to establish right now. An older team who's trying to make that run. Xavier Howard, welcome to the New York Football Giants. With that move, James Bradberry will no longer have to be a number 1 corner. I'm going to try to give James Bradberry one more run. He can be the 2nd corner on this team, and if he's not great, we will move him halfway through the season. But I will try to bring back Bradberry for one more year. And no longer does he have to guard the DK Metcalfs, the Amari Coopers, the DJ Moores, or the Devontae Adams of the NFL. All we got to do with Bradberry is line him up against their 2nd best receiver. I think that's going to be solid. Tyler Bass, I'm going to try to bring in the man out of Georgia Southern to be our new kicker. And Johnny Hecker, the best punter in the NFL, going to try to bring him in as well. New kicker and punter for the Giants. And also, we're looking at more corners. I mean, Isaac Yiadom, I want to bring him back. He's been here for a while. The man out of Boston College. He's 75 overall. Going to try to bring back Yiadom to this team. And here we go. Who did we bring in? Let's see. Oh my goodness, we got everyone. Fletcher Cox, welcome. James Bradberry, welcome back. Hecker, welcome to the squad. Treader, welcome back. We're going to bring in Cooper Kupp, Tyler Bass, Levante David, welcome back. Isaac Yiadom, and hey, Matt Ryan's here too. I mean, what a squad. Oh my goodness, we've brought in a huge free agency class. We still got $20 million now to spend. We're trying to bring in Patrick Ricard still to the team. But oh my goodness, and John Ross, he won't be an elite receiver. I know he had 1,000 yards last season, but he has 0 offers. He can always be a deep threat, and he can still return kicks if we need him to. So Ricard and Ross will sign to the team. And now look at this New York Football Giants squad. I mean, look at this team, man. Absolutely nuts. All these weapons for Jones. You got Slayton, Tony, Kupp, Sykes, Ross, and Roberson. Solid options. You still got Barkley, Johnson, and Verdell. Patrick Ricard is now the fullback. We brought back JC Treader. And oh, by the way, Evan Ingram is now superstar development. So we will head to the draft. The Detroit Lions with the first pick will take. Watch they take another quarterback. They've taken 2 quarterbacks in the last 2 years, and they do it again. And get this, they still start Jared Goff. So it's Goff, Mertz, it's Carson Strong from Nevada, and also Bryce Young. They've taken quarterbacks in the last 3 rounds, last 3 first rounds, and they still start Jared Goff. And they could have that guy. Corey Freeman, 83 overall D tackle from USC. They could have Tommy out of Alabama. The Texans will take a better option most likely. Yes, they will only take a running back out of Bama. It's going to be Kamar Wheaton. And here comes CJ Stroud going to the Pittsburgh Steelers, who most likely be the starter for them. Kennedy going to the Ravens. A lot of Bama guys being picked early. And another one right there. You got McKinstry going to the Jets. Okay, our first round pick late in the round, Antonio Alfano. Big pick out of Bama. 76 overall. He's got hidden dev. That's a big pickup. We still got Fletcher Cox, yes, but is Cox going to be there for a long time? I don't think so. It's probably going to be a one-year deal for him. Alfano can take over, and he can still play this season. We don't have a second-round pick, so we go straight to the third. We take Antone Sampa. Probably F that one up. He's a 71 overall. I forget what college he goes to. It's not listed. Dwight McLauthrin, 2. He's a 73 overall. Hidden dev again. I don't remember what college he goes to in real life, but he's a solid corner, and he goes to Louisiana State. So there's that. Jacoby Grant heading now to the squad, 68 overall. He's from UCLA. Another pick late in the draft for us. Then we take Xavier Worthy out of Texas. I mean, was he really worthy of this pick? I don't know. Later in the draft, I believe this is our 7th round pick, 66 overall. Cool. Welcome to the team. So this is the squad going into the 2024 NFL season. By the way, Antonio Alfano, our first round pick, he actually transferred out of Bama. He ended his college career at Colorado. He's a freshman right now in real life. Here's the defense. Oh my goodness. We got to get some stops this season, man. It was hurting us so much last season and the year before. Our defense could not get us off the field. I think it's finally time. It's a veteran squad. It's an older team, but we're ready to officially compete with the best of the best. We start our season at home on Sunday Night Football against the Philadelphia Eagles, and we will end it at home against the Chicago Bears. A lot of primetime games against the Titans, Bengals. You got the Falcons, Matt Ryan playing as a former team for the first time. He's not going to start, obviously, but you got the Cowboys game on Monday, Panthers on Sunday, Thursday against the Steelers, another Monday nighter against the football team. And yeah, there's that. We're going to go through the starting quarterbacks like we do every year. Fields is still starting in Chicago. Burrow is starting in Cincinnati. Tyler Shaw is the backup. Josh Allen still starting, of course, in Buffalo for the Bills. Next up will be Malik Willis, the man out of Liberty, still starting for the Denver Broncos. Baker Mayfield, of course, still in Cleveland. They have Michael Penix Jr. too as well. Gardner Minshew still starting in Tampa Bay. Had a really good season last year, actually, for them. We will see the Bucs later this season. You got Kyler Murray starting in Arizona. Herbert, of course, still in LA, but Spencer Rattler there as well. Really weird pairing, but Patrick Mahomes, of course, still in Kansas City. Teddy Bridgewater still getting the start over Carson Wentz and Sam Ehlinger in Indianapolis. You got Dak Prescott, of course, still for the Cowboys. Tua in Miami, starting over Jared Stidham. Sam Howell in Philadelphia like normal. Kyle Trask, wow. Trask is getting the start this season in Atlanta. Not great, but okay. JT Daniels still starting over Mitchell Trubisky in Washington. Trey Lance, the starter for the 49ers. Of course, there is us, Daniel Jones, Brock Purdy, and Matt Ryan. Trevor Lawrence starting in Duval County. Zach Wilson is a starter for the New York Jets. Look at this. Goff over Mertz, Strong, and Young. That is so ridiculous. Jared Goff still getting starts in Detroit, Michigan. That's Lions football, folks. Lions football. You can't make this stuff up. Okay, Marcus Mariota is the Aaron Rodgers replacement. I don't know where Jordan Love is, but Mariota is starting in Green Bay. Darnold is still starting for the NFC champs in the Panthers. Mac Jones over Dwayne Haskins in Foxborough. Derek Carr is still over DJ Uiagalelei, the former #1 overall pick in Uiagalelei, still a backup. Stafford starting for the Rams. Jackson, of course, for the Ravens. Winston still in New Orleans. Wilson starting over to his brother in Seattle. CJ Stroud over Matt Corral in Pittsburgh. And Jalen Hurts on that team too. Andrew Luck, what do we do in Pittsburgh? I don't know. Watson still in Houston. Tannehill in Tennessee. And finally, the Minnesota Vikings start Jordan Love. Okay, so Love leaves the Packers to go to the rival in the Vikings. He pulls a Brett Favre. And as soon as Rodgers leaves, he does that. Incredible. So, Jordan Love starting in Minnesota. And folks, that'll do it for episode number 62, the offseason here of this New York Football Giants franchise mode here on Madden 22. If you haven't yet, though, make sure that subscribe button down below for more. Be on the lookout for the preseason tomorrow. And then 2 nights' time, we will get going, of course, on that regular season. Again, folks, thank you all for watching. And Mamba, forever.